Let me see on my other cell phone if it is. Hey there. All right. Looks like I'm getting a live feed. So I'm just going to wait for a couple of you guys to hop on. I don't know what happened with with everything, but we're back on right now. And this video today is going to be about Playa Sosua. We're going to chat about Playa Sosua. I'm going to fill you guys in on what's going on. Now, the changes are a little bit up and down for me. You know, a couple of them are, well, I don't know. Let me just get more into detail. Hold on. Let me see a couple of people hopping on here. So I just want to say hello first. Milo, how are you? Hi, Cerise. Moez, your channel had went down. Yes, I know. Not my channel, but my live feed. Is it okay now, Mo? Let me know, please. So here I am, guys. I'm at a restaurant called Azul. Let me see. Mo, hello. But is it okay now? Let me know if it's okay now, guys. I seem to be getting a good feed on my other cell phone. But I just want to make sure you guys are getting a good feed. Let me see. Hola, who's that? Good sound. All right. Thank you, Mo. Okay, guys. So we are going to talk about Playa Sosua today. I just want to turn the camera around so I can zoom in a little bit as well. And see where all those trees are right there? I have a funny feeling that those trees are not going to be there in the very near future. Not all of them, just some of them, because they have to make way for the three 7-story condominiums and the 3 plazas. Now, I don't know where they're going to put them all, and we can only speculate if we know really a little bit about construction and we know a little bit about space and stuff of that nature. I'm pretty sure that the buildings are going to be probably spaced out in the middle of the beach, because that's where they have most of the room, and that's where a lot of the view is going to be of everything going across the water. And so, speaking of across the water, these 7-story, 3 condos are going to be huge. I think they're going to be really beautiful. But here's where I am a little bit thrown. Here's where I feel like, I mean, I was really happy that there's going to be a lot of jobs opening up. I still am happy that there's going to be a lot of jobs opening up. I'm also really happy that because there's going to be so much going on that beach, people are going to come over here in Los Charamicos. I was just walking through Los Charamicos to come here to the beach because I'm like, you know what? I mean, to come here to the restaurant. And I'm like, you know what? Let me just show you guys the view from this end, because last week during my live to air, it was the view from the other end. So I just wanted to give you guys like the vibe of both ends. And plus today is a little overcast as well, so it's not really a beach day anyway. I just live like right out this door and down the street. So I am excited about the current that's going to start flowing in Los Charamicos. Los Charamicos, for those of you who don't know, I live there. It's a Dominican neighborhood, and it's more Dominicans and locals than it is tourists. But I do have a vibe that there's going to be a lot more tourists coming in the near future once the beach really starts getting built up a little bit more. Obviously, everything's going to start having its movement and its flow right over this way. And then again, we're going to see Charamicos build up. Now, the playa itself, the beach itself, with the three 7-story condos and the three plazas that are getting put in, they are going to replace the vendors. Now, here's where my heart goes out, because at first, I was praying and I'm like, oh my gosh, I just want those vendors to be able to have a place where they can sell their food, a place where they can sell their goods and their services, you know? And so the president came here and he spoke to the vendors and he told them, don't worry, you are going to have a place, and he's not going to leave them out. They're going to be placed in the plaza. And not only that, there's going to be lights put on the beach, there's going to be security put on the beach, and there's going to be daytime and nighttime action. As it stands right now, the beach itself, around 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, it starts shutting down. There's no nighttime lights, there's no security on the beach. And so a lot of the tourists, they just leave the beach. The whole entire Playa Sosua pretty much is closed down, and that doesn't make sense, right? Like, it's the number one destination in the Dominican Republic now. They are naming Sosua the number one, the first ever tourist town. So if it's the first ever tourist town and that's what they're naming it, then they're naming it that for a reason. They notice that there's a lot of people coming here. People who are watching this that have already been here, people who are watching this that have already invested here, people that are looking to come here for the first time, people that are like myself and are expats here and could be watching this right just from across the water right now. And so, they know that this is the place where people are coming and this is where people are investing. So that's why they named this last week the number one destination in the Dominican Republic, the first ever tourist town. Okay, so that means if the Dominican Republic is the number one destination in the Caribbean, and this is the number one destination in the Dominican Republic, then Sosua is the number one destination in the Caribbean. Get that? And like, we are sitting in front of where people want to be and where people want to come. So now let's just break that down a little bit more and let's look at it less of a macroscope in regards to tourists and more of a microscope in regards to natural Dominicans. It's great for Dominicans that are like the woman that owns this bar here called Azul. She owns this place. She's Dominican from Santiago, and a Canadian owns this as well. And it's an amazing place to come and enjoy life and, just watch the beach. I'm going to turn the camera around right now for those of you who are just tuning in. I want to show you exactly where I'm at because I'm looking at Playa Sosua. Hold on. So a lot of you guys know where I was last week. I was right over there at the Italian restaurant. Let me turn the camera a little bit. I was right over there at the Italian restaurant last week, and I was talking about Playa Sosua on a live to air. And so I thought this week I'm going to stay across the water where I live in this area and show you guys from this direction. I thought it would be kind of cool for you guys to really kind of see what's going on from one end to the other. Now, that beach right there is the number one destination. It is the tourist destination of the Dominican Republic. So again, pretty cool, right? Like, I think that's pretty amazing. But again, we need to break it down to a microscopic conversation, because the Dominicans now, they will benefit through all the jobs opening up. But I found out something about the vendors. Yes, they're going to be counted in. They're going to be able to go into the new plazas, but there was one thing that I heard that concerned me. And that one thing was they will be given, all of them will be given government bank loans. Government bank loans. And I'm like, well, why do they need bank loans? Like, why do they need bank loans? Who needs a bank loan if they already have, if they're building the plazas, right? And the vendors who already exist can just go into those plazas and open up shop. What is it that they need a loan for? And so that concerned me. But even right now, as I'm speaking, my mind is moving and I'm thinking, oh, of course, they need um, tables and chairs. They need outfits. Not all places wear uniforms for their staff. Some of the places along the beach, they don't have professional uniforms. You know, some of the people, they just serve you in like whatever top they're wearing that day and whatever jeans. But the places along the beach that are professional, they do have like professional outfits. So you just to name a couple of them, Treehouse. Um, Also, when Zanzibar was there, Zanzibar had a really nice outfit as well. I don't know if Freddie does. I don't think so. So you see places like that, like, you know, Freddie's, I'm pretty sure that they're going to have to get some type of uniforms, some work uniforms and stuff like that for the people. I don't know if he does. Actually, I've never really noticed. I'm not one of those people that I need to see the name of the restaurant on the top to feel like I am at a restaurant. I just really need good service and good food, cold drinks. I'm that type of person. I'm quite humble that way. But it seems like because this is the number one destination in the Dominican Republic, and again, that means it's the number one destination in the Caribbean if we consider the fact that tourism in the Caribbean, Dominican Republic is the number one destination, then of course we are where it is hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. I always have a song for those of you who are just tuning in. My name is Cerise Fairfax. This is my channel. Welcome. So yeah, it's quite interesting what changes are going to happen, and I don't want to keep repeating myself. I do want to encourage you to go onto my channel. Last week I spoke a lot about what my assumptions are going to be with the working girls. And a few people left me messages on WhatsApp, and a few people came back at me and they're like, Cerise, this is a Christian town, and they want to clean all that out. And they do, and it is a Christian town. Even abortions are not legal here. But at the same time, there are other things that need to be considered, like the fact that tourists made Sosua what it is. Some people from my live to air last week, when I said to them, this is not necessarily a family town. Sosua is an adult's playground, but there are families here 100%. And there are families that enjoy the beach all day, every day, not just Sundays and weekends. And not just expats and not just Dominicans, but everyone together, right? So I wasn't trying to say that families cannot come. As a matter of fact, in my video, I said that families are welcome to come now. But I just don't get how families would want to go up and down Pedro Clisante at nighttime. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, you go for dinner with your family, but the kids are usually in bed by around, depending on what time it is. If they're young kids, that's what you really consider a family, right? Maybe they're like 12 years old. You're back home by around 9 o'clock at night, and you're sitting watching a family show, maybe a family movie or something of that nature. It gets dark here in the Dominican Republic during the summer hours right now. It gets darker a little later, like at around maybe 8-ish. But still, what children are going to be walking along Pedro Clisante at that time? So I want you to watch the video last week when I was talking about the working girls being gone. And again, I don't think they're going to be gone. I think they're just going to clean up. That's the word that is being used very frequently here. Clean up. They're not saying clear out. So I don't want to talk about the working girls throughout this whole video either. I do want to talk about families that do want to come here, or even couples that do want to come here, or even just single people, because this is a place for everyone. So let me just break it down like this. If you're a single man and you come here, you're really going to enjoy yourself. You walk along Pedro Clisante. It doesn't matter if you're black, if you're white, if you are Asian. It really doesn't matter what part of the world you're from or what language you speak. There is something for everyone here. There are Italian restaurants. I was in one last week, and actually I did a video of two different ones last week. One I did of when I was doing my shooting. I did a live to air of my actor intake for the new series that I'm putting out called Society, based upon story time that I have a special of my on my channel. So I was in an Italian restaurant there. They have German restaurants here. They just opened up a brand new, I think it's called El Patron, over on Route 5 by Texaco gas station, and it's Mexican food, delicious Mexican food. There's another place called Fat Jesse's that has Mexican food, tacos, great tacos and wings. And that's along Pedro Clisante. And now there's a brand new restaurant that is opening up. It's a soft opening right now. And I'm going to tell you guys about it because I want you guys to hear about it here first on YouTube. I'm pretty sure you're going to start hearing about this place a lot anyway, because it's going to be wing and waffle place. And some of you guys may know where Treehouse used to be. So you know there was two tree houses, right? One here on the beach, and then also one over in Las Palmeras, over by Texaco gas station. Over there is where this new restaurant is going to be, and it is part owned by Milton from the beach. Number 39. You guys know Milton, number 39 on the beach. Well, he just opened up a wings and waffle place. I'm going there tomorrow, and I'm going to go and get myself grits for the very first time. He's like, Cerise, come on by. And he's like, I'm going to have wings and waffles and shrimp and grits. I'm like, shrimp and grits? I thought grits was a breakfast thing. So I'm going to be going there. And there's a lot going on here. So there, if you are a family, if you are a single person, if you are a couple, there's a lot of things for you to do here. So the changes of Playa Sosua will not affect you at all unless you are here for the girls. And I don't see how that will affect you either, because there has been so many mentions of not only cleaning it up, right? Not clearing it out. Remember, words are very important. So they're not talking about clearing it out. They're talking about cleaning it up. That means probably the corners over there, and where some of the families would like to come. And then I believe that they're going to do a red line. A lot of you guys have been talking about this, like this red line. And it's pretty amazing that a lot of you guys have all had the same idea. And you know what they say, when someone has one idea, most likely it's going to be more than just one person. It's going to be a bunch of people that are all going to be talking about the same thing. So there's going to be, I think, a cutoff where the women will, if you want to go do that, it will be available to you. And I would also, I mean, obviously, just for tourism purposes, you don't want to cut everything off that brought tourism here. You don't want to just, shoot the racehorse because it's injured. You don't do that. You heal the horse. You fix the horse up and you get it back up racing again. So I do believe that there are going to be a lot of changes, but my heart right now is going out more for the vendors that have to get bank loans, government loans. I don't know how they're going to pay it back, and especially people like the coconut lady that I love on the beach. I did a video the other day when I was walking along Playa Sosua. The video is called Walk With Me Along Playa Sosua. And I just don't know how she's going to fare well doing that because as it is right now, she doesn't get a lot of business. So I want to encourage you guys, if you're here right now, go down and pay a visit to your favorite vendors. Come across the whole entire beach. Come right over to the Los Charamicos entrance. I was just walking, leaving my apartment. I literally live a 2-minute walk away from here. Like, my view of from my apartment is Playa Sosua as well. A little sliver of it, not the beach itself, but the water, the bay. And it's a beautiful walk. And I was right here. And speaking of Fat Jesse, his family member was on an AV, one of those AVs, and he was driving on the street, and he's like, "Hey, Cerise, I was just trying to get a hold of you for one of your apartments." And I was like, "Oh, yeah." And he's like, "Yeah." So I drove along the streets here to see if I can find where it's located. There you go. Sosua and Los Charamicos is that safe. That's why it's the number one destination for tourists in the Dominican Republic, because you have everything here in this town for everyone. So, again, I do agree that it is a Christian vibe here, and a lot of good Dominicans live here, and I encourage that as well. I mean, even one of my tattoos right there says Dios te no, siempre con Dios. That means always with God. I was raised a Christian, and I love God. I love spirituality. I preach about God all the time, and I mean, I don't like to bore people with it, but I talk to God all the time in my head. I wake up talking to God, saying prayers, meditation, and I roll over in my sleep. God woke me up this morning talking to me, saying, "Cerise, you know what? Get all your videos done on Sundays." And I'm like, "What?" Because I upload every single day on my YouTube channel, and it's been a special that I've been doing now for almost a month. Imagine a video every single day of the week, 7 days a week. And God today said, "You can do most of those videos on Sunday after you do your live to air." And I'm like, "How, God?" Waking up in the middle, like just 5 o'clock this morning when I'm rolling over. And God's like, "You know what? Get it. Just knock them all out the ballpark on Sunday." So tomorrow is Random Mondays, and tomorrow I'm going to be putting up a video about 3 things, 3 facts that you should know about Sosua. And they will apply to a lot of you guys watching this. And then on Tuesday, I'm putting out real estate and relocation. And I'm going to be putting up 2 places that are for sale here, one in Puerto Plata. And I think it's just such a stunning home. It's so beautiful. And then the apartment that I'm putting up is a 2-bedroom, and it's stunning as well. It's overlooking Playa Sosua. It's going for 125,000, 2-bedroom. But here's the kicker: it can be rented out as a 1-bedroom and a studio, or it can be rented out as a 2-bedroom, because one of the bedrooms has everything that you need in it. So you have an income property times 2, and plus seeing the fact that it is just going to be a 4-minute walk from the brand new Playa Sosua, you're going to be able to sell that. And it comes furnished. Or if you don't want to sell it, you live in it and live a very good life in it. Or if you want to rent it out as a passive income, that's also possible. So I'm going to be putting that up on Tuesday. This Wednesday, I'm going to be talking about relationships. Every Wednesday is about relationships. Relationships are so important all around the world. And then Thursday, I'm going to be putting up information about veterans. I want you guys to watch this Thursday, speaking with a woman from VLA, Veterans Living Abroad. And she is amazing. Her name's Sheila. I had her on my talk show, Living Good, and she was my guest. And she has something special for you veterans. A lot of you American veterans are not treated the same way that Canadian veterans are treated. And I don't mean that in a negative way either. I just mean that you guys don't all get the same compensation. Some of you guys are very injured mentally, physically, and you may just be getting compensation for a broken leg that you got jumping out of a plane, or something of that nature, but you still have like ringing in your ears, or you grind your teeth at night. And this clinic gets all the services that you need. And she also provides Nexus letters, which means that you may be able to be eligible for even more compensation for your disability. And it doesn't matter if you were in Vietnam, you can still apply for this increase in your disability right here in Puerto Plata. And this is what she's doing. And I'm going to have that on my YouTube channel on Thursday. And then, of course, Fridays, I talk about my weight loss, which has been going okay. Like, it really has been going okay. I lost size, so I'm good with that. But, I'm still on it, losing weight every day, eating lots of good, healthy foods, not drinking as much either, really being behaved. And then Saturdays, I'm going to be bringing out a story time. Some of you guys have said to me, oh my gosh, story time is starting to become a little bit more, kind of murderish on Saturdays. And yes, absolutely. They are becoming a little bit more severe. So Wednesdays is the softer story time. Saturdays is the serious story times. And that's when we talk about a lot of stuff. And then, of course, Sundays is Sosua Sundays, okay? So that is exactly, I love God. Like I said, I was raised a Christian. My stepdad is a pastor. And so I'm not against people cleaning up stuff that they may think is no good. Let me see here. Clear picture. Everything's great. Thank you. And then we have Jesse. Jesse says, hi, Cerise. Which restaurant is that? This is Azul. This is Azul. Let me turn the camera around just so you guys can see exactly where I'm at right now, because this is across the other end of the water. Look, you can come right here for drinks. They also at one point had food, but right now the Canadian owner, is not here. But look at that, out that door right there. You make a right hand turn, and I live there. This is located in Los Charamicos. I'm located in Los Charamicos. You guys go ahead and hit that like button for me, because it increases the algorithms, and I do this for you guys every single day of the week. Every single day of the week. And not only that, I have another channel that I work on as well, and I stopped working on it for a while, but I'm working back on it now. So let me see. Mo says, wow. Milo says, can't wait to see those properties. Absolutely. Buying Dominican Republic. Hola, how you doing there? And then let me see. Mo says, yes, it is hard for independent vendors. More monthly short-term homes are needed. Absolutely. Mo says dune buggy rides, ATV rides. I keep calling it an AV. Horseback, more outdoor concerts for tourism. Yes, exactly. I feel the same. There's going to be so much going on here. Hold on. I have so many messages here. Let me go back up to the top. And Fraser says hello from Richmond, Virginia. Hello. Al Bryant says hello, hello. It's good now. Thank you so much. Hello, Washington, D.C. Al. And then we have Douglas Anderson. Deleted the message. Marcos Castillo. Happy Sunday, Cerise. Hello, happy Sunday. Douglas says, what's up, Cerise? I did see the part in the announcement about loans being available. Right, maybe for higher leases, equipment upgrades, signage, and installations. Yeah. Mr. Morrow says, don't you think most of the tourism is single men? Mr. Morrow, I do want to talk on that, because that's only tourism that you see here on Pedro Clasante. But that's not so. There are a lot of women here, and a lot of business women, like a lot of business owners from all around the world. And most of the business owners that I know here are Canadian women. And most of the women that I even work with here are Canadian women or Canadian Dominicans. Dominican women. So it seems like there's a lot of men here, because a lot of the women, they don't come in packs. Okay, guys travel in crews, and a lot of women, they come like either single, or they'll come like together in a pair. But guys, they just are always like a crew, a team. It's the same thing with sports usually as well. Guys, they will make that plan and they'll be like, hey guys, October, we're doing it. And you guys will travel all around the world together. And there'll be like 9 deep. And that's very common. But when it comes to women, try to get a whole bunch of women together like that. I don't witness it as much. I don't know. I don't know where the owner is. Gonna get a glass of wine. I don't want to drink beer because beer is very fattening. Hold on one second. I'm gonna call her. Hola, amor. Hi, sweetheart. Can you come say hello? No? Oh, you're so beautiful. Okay, she said no. Huh? She's low key. She's low key. But when you come, what's your name? Noelia. But her name's Noelia. Beautiful woman from Santiago. And but después, one day you guys come say hi to her. Noelia, ¿tiene Sosua libre? Sosua libre? Is naranja? Jugo? No? Okay, I will have. Okay, dame una, una copa de vino. No, Tito. Gracias, amor. So, Noelia, you guys come here. She is amazing. I've known her even before, like for maybe about a year now. You guys just come to this restaurant across the water. You can't miss it. It's right beside Michael's. Michael's is like right next door. You can't miss it. It's really nice here. But yeah, just in regards to the men definitely do seem like they are the visitors here, but they're not. There are a lot of families. You just don't see them. They are all over. They're all over like the gated communities. That's where they stay because they have pools or they have their own home that they're renting out. You see, families, they're not, they stay home a lot or they travel. They have a car and they get out of the town. They go and they visit Santo Domingo. They take their kids to kid places, right? Even when they do make this place more family friendly, I don't even know what they're going to do. What are they going to do to make it more family friendly? It doesn't even make sense to me. Like put up a park, like, you know, that song just came to my head and I forget the name of it. Something, they paved paradise to put up a parking lot. I don't know the song very well, so obviously I sang off key. But hey, na na na, that they need to pave a part of paradise over there and put up a kids jungle gym. And that's if that's what they really want to do, because kids do need something to do. Pedro Clasante just needs to be Pedro Clasante, and not only that, I do see a lot of women here, but women, they're a little different than men. And it's not that there are more male travelers here. Guys just come in packs, like I said, because they can do it. I tried to get women together just for a weekend to go to a retreat, and something happens. Women always want to hang off their men, always want to hang off their men. But men will, and I respect that about men as well. Men will be like, hey, I got to go with my boys. Like, hey, I got to go golf. I got to go to the game. I got to do this. I got to do that. They actually know how to disconnect for a moment and go do their own life. I find that a lot of women, unless they're single, they find it difficult to do that. Everything is my man, my man. There's nothing wrong with that, because I had my days like that too. Gracias, amor. Gracias. You see. Thank you. Later, she said. Yes. Okay, lo siento. Yep. I know your English is good now. Yeah. Oh, seriously. You sound amazing. So, cheers, everyone. But the girls that come here, the women that come here, it's usually the single women. It's very rare that you see a woman leave her kids and her husband to come on a trip with her girls, like 9 people deep. That's very rare. I appreciate guys that do that, and women that are like my age, 50 years old, and they already have kids and stuff like that, and they come here on retreats, like, because I used to put on retreats before the world changed. I used to love those women. They were coming here, and they weren't coming here for the young Dominican men either. They were literally coming here for a breather and a break, but most of them came single, solo, sola. And when I put a retreat together, I have to work really hard to get 10 women here for a week. And I help, like, I get the accommodations for them, and I help them. They get their own flight, but I get the accommodations. I take them around. We do meditation. We go on the town. We do all types of things. We go to karaoke and everything. When I do that with the women, it takes a lot of work to get 10 women here. Men, it a matter of maybe a week, and my roster is full. Men love coming together in groups. So this place, I don't want anyone to feel like there's more men. But Mr. Morrill, you do have a point there. And oh, excuse me. In regards to the appearance and how it appears, but it's not like that. Not at all. And then Mo says, yes, it is hard for independent. Oh, wait. Mo says across from the supermarket. Yep. And then we have, okay, I think I said hello to everyone so far. And Mo says, yes, we veterans may and will need help abroad. You will. Mo says, I share your post channel. Thank you so much. Mo says, did you take a motorboat taxi? I didn't take a motorboat taxi before. The Beauty of Life says, greetings from Gatineau, Quebec, Canada. In La Casa. Hola. And then we have TrueTube. TrueTube. Oh, hi. Hola from over here too. Check your WhatsApp more often, Fannin. I'm sorry, Jimmy. Milo, who runs the world? I don't know who runs the world. Mo says, a lot of women I have met on flights come to enjoy the area. Absolutely. Jim, did you sign in from every single YouTube account you have? You guys check out Jim. He was on my show 2 weeks ago. And then he says, hola, she is sweet. Alcohol is evil, straight up. Yes, it is. Al Straight says, hi, Cerise. Missed you on the beach last Sunday. Next time I'm in town, September, would like to talk real estate, condo, 2-bedroom from Burlington, Ontario. Ooh, wait till you see the one that I'm putting up on Tuesday. Please, guys, get your hands on it. There was one very similar to it that I put up before that, and it sold and it's gone. And this one here is a brand new one. They're almost identical. Mo, you are correct, because we fly in from different locations and stay in a large villa. Right, 6 to 10 rooms. We always tip every vendor well. Motor taxi. Oh, moto conchos. You mean? Mo says, golfing near Blackbeards in Puerto Plata near the Malecon. Jet ski near Cabarete. Exactly. Mo says, salute. Veterans living abroad. Aww. That's Sheila right there. You guys see? Veterans living abroad. She is serious. I'm going to be having her up. I'm glad. So, Sheila, I'm so glad that you're tuning in right now. And, people can actually see your YouTube, and they will be able to also see our interview on Thursday, and people will be able to see the services that you are providing for all of these veterans. I was very impressed. I'll get to that in a second, though. I just want to make sure that I see all this. Milo, bless you too, sweetheart. Let me see. Oh, I didn't know that TMD and Mr. Ray from King's Guides Expats. That's amazing. Mo says, bless you again. Jim says, yep. Jim signed in from every single YouTube channel. We have Colin Harder. Happy Sunday, sweetheart. Milo says, girl, or Milo, sorry, girls run the world. And then Jim says, I'm trolling the comments for real estate leads. Teehee. And then Veterans Living Abroad says, bless you for all that you do. Thank you so much. You guys, I do want to say again, because so many veterans come here, you guys check out Thursday, my channel on Thursday. It is so detailed what Sheila and I go into. And I don't get impressed very easily. Come on. Not much impresses me. But when I know there's a need for something and somebody is providing that need, that niche, that that need that is so important, I'm like, wow. And then they don't only like she's pulling no stops. Like that's it. And you know that, Sheila. She has everything. She has massages for you guys. One thing that I'm gonna go for is the hot stone therapy, where she has a therapist that does it, like a massage therapist that does it. They heat up these hot stones and they put them on certain pressure points on your body so it helps your injuries. That's so amazing, and then there's also networking where I don't want to talk about everything, but I do want to give you guys a whole good insight right now. There's also like in some, I think Thursday mornings, she meets up with people, veterans, and they all get together and they talk about how like she prepares them for their interview when they have to go before the veteran board or something like that to see if they can increase their disability. Wow. So this is what I'm saying. Like we have so much, and Sheila right here is a female from America, and she, is doing her thing. So we have a lot of females here, and a lot of females are doing things. And, it's just that we all come here because our families are raised, and we come to the number one destination to enjoy our lives. And, I'm not saying that this place should not be for families. All I'm saying is that there should be that fine line where families need to know that you are welcome now. And it's not like it's not even like saying we want more women to come, right? Because then, okay, whatever. But families can come. They own this beach. Families are always on the beach. I don't see a lot of men swim. I don't see a lot of the men in the water, to be honest with you. I see more women in the water. If you really want to see how many women are here, you come. And you'll see women in the water from all around the world. They're sitting with their girls on the beach and their families. And then you'll see that there really is a lot of people coming here. But Pedro Clasante, it's open to whoever wants to walk. If families want to walk up and down, the men visitors, the female visitors aren't even going to say boo to anyone. And neither are the ladies. I've never had a lady, like the ladies, the working girls, they never are disrespectful. Most of them are like in their 20s, right? And most of them, they respect, like they're Dominicans. So they respect their grandfathers, their grandmothers. They're not like, and I don't mean to hate on my own country. I love my country, Canada, where I'm from. But sometimes the younger generation can be very disrespectful. When I was younger, my mom and dad would call me. There was no way I could say, what? Who? My dad would give me a look and slap me upside my head. And who you whattin'? You better say yes, mom, or yes, dad, or pardon me. And I even, to this day, I don't use the word what. If someone says something to me, I say pardon me, or Like I caught from the Dominicans now. I got from the Dominicans, eh? I don't know how I caught that, but it's just the way we do it. We go, eh? You didn't hear something, eh? And it's like EH. Canadians just say A anyway, so I kind of caught that really quickly. But you will see that the girls here, the working girls, they don't bother us women. I've never had a working girl be rude to me. Never, ever. They look at me and they say, hola, amor. Or sometimes they are so timid that they don't even make eye contact with me. And I say hello. And then the next time I see them, they say hello. They're just, I don't know if they're timid, if, they're just, like embarrassed of their profession because they know I'm a professional woman, but they're professional too. Yeah, okay, maybe they're not highly educated, but I know a lot of professionals around the world, women that are not educated, and they've just stumbled on something and made it work for themselves. Now, I'm not saying that these girls can't be more than a working girl. Obviously, they will have to be one day as they get older. Hopefully, most of them are putting themselves through school with the money that they're making. But just in regards to them being around here with families, they would never bother a child. They would never bother a mother. They would never bother a man that is with a woman that I've ever witnessed. And they've never bothered single women either. Their targets are very clear and they know who their target market is: men, single men. So it's funny how some single men will be like, I'm tired of getting molested on the street. I'm sorry, because I know some of you guys don't like it and you guys just want to go to the casino and you just want to, feel cool. You don't want to have to keep checking your pockets to see if someone pickpocketed you, or you don't want to have to keep telling someone no, and so I get that. Sometimes it can be a little overbearing. I've never witnessed it myself because, again, the ladies don't do it when I'm around. When I'm sitting with dudes, these ladies, they're like just so polite. I've only had it happen ever once, and that was because of the man who I was with. He was a little excited. I won't call him nasty, but he was nasty with it. And I don't see a lot of men here nasty with it. Men get excited about it. Men are like, oh my gosh, look how beautiful that girl is. Or wow. And they're like in a candy shop because the women are very beautiful. But only one time did a woman, and she was a young Haitian girl, and I was sitting at a table with about 4 men. And I guess she felt safe doing that. I don't think she would have done it if I was at the table with just him alone. But she was probably like, well, this woman's sitting at the table with 4 other men, and this one guy is giving her the Google eyes. So she went over to him, and she's like, hi. And he was like, hi. And she's like, do you want my phone number? And he's like, yes, please. And she gave him her phone so he can put his phone number in her phone. And she did. He put his phone number in her phone. A minute later, not even, just seconds later after she left the table, she messaged him with photos of herself, right? Like in lingerie, not nude photos. They were clean because he was like, what's this? And he looked at his phone right away. And he's like, oh my gosh. And he told all of us at the table, he's like, look, she already messaged me with pictures of herself. And I was like, really? Now that's a working girl. That's a girl that is working. She's on her game. And then he showed me the photos because I was curious, right? I'm like, let me see. Because I was curious as to what goes on in that world. I'm not part of that world. And I was just like, you guys would be curious too if you're not part of that world, or if you're just coming here. And he showed me the photos, and I was like, those are pretty photos. She was wearing like jean shorts and a crop top, and just different styles, with her hair looking pretty in different little styles, totally completely innocent. And I was like, wow, I was expecting photos with her legs all draped open, and like crotch pants on and all that. Nothing of the sort. Nothing like you would see in Playboy. Nothing at all. And I was like, well, that's pretty innocent, right? So I never know the girls to bother anyone, but I do say that if they are going to change things up, give the girls respect. Hola. Noelia? Oh, Noelia is aquí. Is ahí. So, I forgot what I was going to say. I love when Dominicans come here. They park in Los Charamicos entrance, and they come to Los Charamicos. Like, guys, you gotta come to Los Charamicos. Like, gosh, I love Dominicans. I just love them. I love them. In any case, I'm sidetracked. Oh yeah, the girls, they need privacy. for what they're doing. They don't need to be exposed all on the street by us vloggers. Like, the girls know that I'm not vlogging them. When I walk by, I go like that, and they nod their head and they look at me, or they don't even yell at me or get rude or anything, because they know that I'm respectful. I make it obvious. If I'm going down the street, I go like this, and I look at them, and I give them my wink of my eye to let them know, go past me, because I don't know where they live. I know they live here in the Dominican Republic, but they could be living in Santo Domingo. They could be dentists and just not making enough money, and they're coming here doing their weekend game. You never know. A lot of people think that the girls are uneducated. A lot of people think that the girls are just young. Some of these girls are call girls, and you have to call them and they will come. So, it's totally different. And I don't want to make this whole entire video about that again this week, because that's not what this video is about. But we'll just kind of flow with the questions that you guys are asking. And in regards to that, I've never had a problem with the girls, but I do think that a nice privacy fence for them would be amazing. At the other end, where David's Plaza is, over by Envy, I think up near that end where there's not a lot of residential, well, there are buildings up there and family areas up there, but it's more where the guys stay and where they like to go and play. So keep it up near that there, keep it up near that end, and I think it'll be cool. They're just going to clean up right here. And speaking about here, I just want to turn the camera around again. For those of you who are just tuning in, I want to show you guys the other end of the beach. Last week, I was over there. Last week, I was over there. And it was at the Italian restaurant called Pirates Bay. And it was great. I loved it. And I love going up there. I would encourage you guys to go there. It's a nice family restaurant. That blue building right there is where I do my weekly shows. And I'm just going to read some of the messages here. Mo says, "Hola, Sheila." And Angel, what's going to happen to the lounge chair vendors on the beach? Are we still going to be able to rent chairs to lounge on the beach? That's a very good question. I'm going to get back to that, Angel, in a second. Sheila said hi to Mo. Then we have RA. Hey, RA, Ra. Hey, everyone. And then Mo says, "I will visit you, Cerise, and stop in and say hello to VLA in October. That would be wonderful." VLA says, "Looking forward to meeting you." Al says, "Women feel like they have to keep an eye on their men." I'm going to get to that as well. So loungers and women with their eye on their men. Jimmy says, "I got grabbed." I'm sure you did. You're Canadian, just here. Memphis says, "Just once." Ha! That happens 5 times every trip. Hey, Memphis, sweetheart. How are you, honey? Memphis came here to see me in Los Charamicos. He came to my apartment. It's raining out, guys. See, today's not very much of a beach day. You can see the rain falling. Isn't there a song? Rain is falling. Da, 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 da. Yeah. Jesse says, "Wow, really?" Jim says, "Aha, not this kid." Memphis says, "Yep, nothing you can do about it either. They just grab." Sterling. Hola, Sterling. How are you, Sterling? Is this Sterling from my Facebook? And J Black says, "Hola, hola, J Black." You guys are comical. Okay, now there's 2 things that I wanted to get to you guys on, and that was the lounge chairs. So hold on one second. Oh, it's raining. It's pouring. The old man is snoring. All right, so the lounge chairs. The lounge chairs. Right now, as it is, those chairs are owned by the restaurants. And so the restaurants usually service in front of their restaurant. Now, the lounge chairs are, okay, think of this. Here's a restaurant, straight down to the water is all their spot. Okay, so they can get lounge chairs for the spot right down to the beach. But some of those restaurants are so small that they only have maybe two people working a day, a shift. Okay, so what they do is they get lounge chairs, and then those lounge chairs they put out, and then they have what I call a beach runner, and it's usually a man, a Dominican man or Haitian man. It's usually not women. And they will come up to you and they will bring the menu from the restaurant and they will say, this is the price for the lounger and what do you want to eat or drink? And they'll bring it to you. So usually they charge a higher price for the loungers. Now, when I go to Fast Freddy's, for instance, there's not a huge amount of beach in front of Fast Freddy's restaurant. It's here closer to the Los Charamicos entrance. So I go there often. I like it there. The service is wonderful. Freddy's cool. He's a young guy, like 35 years old, working hard here. So I like to go there and do some free promos and stuff. And the cook lives here in the Dominican, lives here in Los Charamicos. Everyone that works in Freddy's restaurant, I'm pretty sure they live here in Los Charamicos, right? So I know them. They're like my family here in Charamicos, right? But those chairs, he'll give it to me for like 100 pesos, right? Or if I'm buying drinks, most times they don't even charge me for the lounging chairs because the beach in front of them is not a lot. The guys that work in the restaurant, they can bring you, just go down the steps and they bring you your drink, right? But the farther you go down the beach, the more sand there is. And that's where you're going to find those guys that, charge you a lot more for the loungers. And sometimes they can be up towards like 250 pesos for one lounger. And that's 500. That's $5. 250 pesos is roughly just under $5. Peso's not doing too well right now in comparison to the American dollar, but that's all right. American dollar is always Trump anyway. And the Canadian dollar is really not doing too good at all. But again, that's okay. Living here, I make all three currencies. I make pesos, I make dollars, and I make Canadian dollars too. So that's a good feeling. And I think you guys will also appreciate that feeling coming here as well if you are Canadian. But if you are like European, your money's pretty good here. Anyway, I just to sidetrack for one moment. Remember, I was telling you about Milton from number 39 on the beach, and now he has a brand new shop that he's opening up called Wings and Waffles. He told me, and you guys can ask him for clarification, and he has it all. He can even send it to you on WhatsApp. I'm going there tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Maybe I can get the information for him. But he told me that the peso and the dollar used to be at par. I think it was 2009. At par. The Dominican peso was the same transfer. So a dollar American for, 1 cent American, 1 cent peso was the same at one point. Can you imagine that? I was like, what? Oh my gosh, that's just to tell us what's to come. How it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. That's just to tell us what's to come. So anyway, back to the loungers. Angel, I'm pretty sure that they are going to have loungers again. If they're going to have 3 plazas and they're going to have a whole beachfront of loungers. Now, I don't know how much the loungers are going to be, but I do want to tell you guys this. Hit me up because I have chairs that I'm selling that I bought online, and right now as a vlogger, I'm telling you guys, watch how many vloggers bite it. They're gonna all of a sudden be doing the same thing. I can't tell you how these men here love to copy a woman. I'm surprised all of them aren't doing 7 days a week. Hi, hola, how are you? Good. Huh?
Nice view.
It is a nice view. Are you Dominican?
I'm Dominican. She is Canada, from Canada.
Oh, let me see. Come say hi. Can you come say hi?
On video?
Yeah. She said on video? She's Canadian. Just one hello. For my viewers. I'm doing it live to air.
Oh, no, I can't.
She said, "Oh no, I can't." But she's a Canadian woman, and you're Dominican. Can you come say hi?
Yeah.
Maybe you'll come now that he's coming. No? Come down a little bit right here.
Hi. How are you?
What's your name?
My name is Jensel.
Huh?
My name is Jensel. Florian.
Jensel?
Florian.
Florian. Okay. Hi.
Hi.
My name is Cerise. And you guys can just go on my YouTube channel, Cerise Fairfax, and then you'll see yourself.
Oh.
Yeah. What's your name?
Sharon.
Sharon. Sharon, are you, don't tell me, are you Trinidadian?
No, Sri Lanka.
You're Sri Lankan. Do a lot of people think you're Trinidadian in Toronto? Where are you from? Toronto?
Toronto.
Oh, we're in Toronto.
Woodbridge.
Woodbridge. Oh, those are where the nice houses are. Okay, so does anyone ever tell you that you look Trinidadian or
Yeah.
Guyanese? Guyanese or Trinidadian? Yeah. So Sri Lankan food, I love. If you ever move, I love. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, it's the spicy. I can't believe I forgot the name of it. My son is gonna watch this and he's gonna be so surprised. But it comes with different hot curries, and oh, it starts with a T. Tally, something.
No.
Oh, okay. So anyway, it comes with the curries, and it comes with rice.
Is it Sri Lanka, like Sinhalese food or Tamil food? Because
I'm not quite sure if it's Sinhalese or Tamil. I have a Sri Lankan client, and she knows what I was talking about. You get 4 curries and rice. You can get the
we don't have. I think it's maybe Tamil because
okay.
we get like different kinds. We don't have like one set dish that we call that.
Okay,
Just
what's
our
the name
local
of it?
Sri Lankan cuisine.
Okay, it must be
Yeah.
Tamil then.
Yes.
Okay, and it comes with like cauliflower curry, and then you get the cheese curry with the spinach.
Oh no.
No? Okay.
No, not
All right.
Sinhalese. Sure.
Okay. All right. Anyway, I love food from that area. In Scarborough is where I used to get it.
Okay. Yeah. It's more Tamil population.
Oh,
Yeah.
in Scarborough is more Tamil? Okay. Yes. I can't believe I forgot the name. I'll probably remember once you guys are sitting down, and I'll remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, so everything okay? How long have you been here for?
I just got here like 3 days ago.
3 days ago, and it's your first time here?
No, I've been here so many times.
She said, "No, I've been here so many times."
It's like my second home.
It's your second home. Very nice. How long are you here for?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. And where are you staying? Sosua?
No. We were in Puerto Plata and now we're gonna go back to Santo Domingo.
Santo Domingo. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you like Sosua?
Yeah, I just got here, but it's raining, so I can't see much.
It is raining. Are you guys just here for the day?
Yeah.
Is it your first time in Sosua?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did you come to Sosua?
The beach. Everybody
beach.
said you gotta come and see
It's
the beach.
beautiful. Have you ever watched any vloggers on YouTube?
I was trying to find some on TikTok.
Yeah.
I couldn't find much on Sosua.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look on YouTube.
YouTube?
Yeah, there's a lot going on in the beach right here. They're going to be changing a lot. My name's Cerise. I live here in Los Charamicos, right over here down the street, for like about 4 years.
What is your Instagram?
My Instagram?
Yeah.
I have a bunch of Instagrams,
Oh, okay.
but I have YouTube, which is my solid one. And if you go on YouTube, Cerise Fairfax. CER. ¿Tú tienes, Onelia?
And the YouTube, no?
YouTube. This is YouTube. Hold on, guys.
Make some content on TikTok.
I have
That's where a lot of people look right now.
really. Okay, I'm gonna do it.
I go on TikTok to see where I can go.
Really?
I found a bunch of places in Puerto Plata this time.
Yeah?
Going on TikTok.
Okay, I have 2 TikTok accounts, but they're just for fun. You know how we go on and we mimic the. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take that advice from you. Okay, I am. I'm gonna actually do that starting tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will do it. You guys, I'm gonna start a new TikTok account, all about Sosua.
Honestly.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it Sweet Sosua. You guys remind me, okay? I'm starting a brand new TikTok account, Sweet Sosua. Don't you guys go and beat me to it. What's your name again? Sorry.
Sharon.
Sharon. Okay. So nice to meet you. Sit down, have a drink, chill out. Mhm.
Yeah, listen.
I'm just going to continue on my live to air here. Very nice to meet you guys. So yeah, I just want to see what I got going on here. We have. Oh wait, hold on, and I do have to answer that other question. Okay, yes, it is Sterling. And Jay Black says, "What are they about to change about the beach?" I'm going to get to that right now. And then we have Derek. Hey, Derek, how you doing? Marvin says, "Hey, girlfriend, I will be there for my birthday on the 20th, and I want to check out some places for sale and for rent, and to see what is most beneficial for me." Perfect. Let's do it. A. Aramo. Hello, everyone in the chat. That's so sweet of you. Jay Black, what restaurant are you doing your live broadcast at? And then Boss Clip says, hi. Hey, guys. So I'm at Azul right now. And Azul is on the other side of on the other side of the beach. So where most tourists go, they go to Albate. This is the Los Charamicos entrance, and it's such a beautiful beach where I'm at right now. I mean, such a beautiful restaurant where I'm at right now. Great atmosphere. Ambiance is beautiful night or day. It is amazing, and I'm pretty sure that when the beach is changed, this is going to be one of the hot spots, because you're going to be able to look across the water. Because remember, with the beach changes, there's actually going to be a lot of lights and also security. So you guys are going to be able to watch the beach morning, noon, or night. Now, I do want to answer one of the questions that someone had said, and then I'm going to get back to the changes that are coming on the beach. Okay, so just give me a moment, guys. Now, in regards to a guy coming here with a woman. Now, a lot of women, they don't like when their man is looking at the girls. The girls, on the other hand, they will look. And ladies, all my ladies, if your man is looking at one of the young girls walking by, it's probably because the girls are like young, fit, beautiful. Their hair looks good, their body looks good, they smell wonderful, but they don't have on these high stilettos. They don't have on these mini skirts. Remember Pretty Woman back in the day? The whole working girl outfit. They don't have that here. They just have on sandals or flats, with riding pants, like riding shorts, tights. Very nice, just cool, max and relax outfits. And it's totally fine. And it just reminds me of downtown Toronto beaches where people are, walking the boardwalk. So it's never that, absurd. So, ladies, don't get too freaked out if a girl does look at your man. That's mostly all she's going to do. Okay, she will look and he'll look at her, and that's the only thing that's going to happen. She's not going to come up to you at a table, like at a bar, and go up and just act like you're not there and go up to your man and be like, hola, amor. She would never do that. They will never do that, ever. And that just doesn't happen. So you ladies don't have to worry about that. And it's not out of control. I mean, if you guys are at a bar, it's not going to happen. If you guys are at like a nightclub, like casino or something, they're not going to do that. They have too much target market going on. There's a lot of men it's like downtown Toronto clubs. There's a lot of men, right? And any woman, she's there, she's going to go to the men that are single. So if there's a woman that is working for, like her target market is a man, she's not going to stop and talk to your man. What's she going to get from him? And what's she going to get from you? A bruise upside the head? Now, granted, some women and men are here for that, swinging type of lifestyle. I don't judge if that's what you do. I don't judge. I don't hear about it a lot here, but I have heard about it a lot here. I haven't heard about it a lot here, but I have heard about it a couple of times here. And one guy, 2 times, I would have to say I heard about it, 2 different men. They're like, well, sometimes I like to have a a girl come by with my wife and I. I was like, what? Gee, that's how much I don't hear about it, right? And they're like, yeah, why not? And I'm like, okay, if that's what makes your relationship stronger, or if that's what floats your boat, or whatever's clever. Some couples like that, and if you do like that, and you are that type of couple, it's going to take a little work to get that woman to come up to your table if you have a woman at the table with you. Okay, like the woman herself will have to make it obvious that she's open to that. And I don't want to sound like I'm promoting all that. I really don't. You guys know me. I'm just keeping it real. And this is a whole other topic, right? Like, I never would talk about this, but I just happen to talk about it because of the question. But some couples are into that. And if you are a couple that's into that, don't expect to come to the Sosua and sit at a bar and sit there and expect a woman to come up to your table, because that's not what it's all about. The women here target men. And if you are swingers, or whatever the terminology is, you like a threesome or something of that nature, it's not going to happen that easy. You got to make it obvious to one of the girls. You have to say, hey, my wife likes ladies, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you have to say whatever. I'm not trying to teach you anything either, because I've never seen it happen. So I better just stop right now as I'm talking. But yeah. Don't be afraid of that. Ladies, don't be afraid. Come with your man. If you love your man and you guys are together for a while and you trust your man, and your man just likes to look, he's not going to have the opportunity to touch, especially if you're on vacation together and you guys are out together all the time and you're here constantly 24/7 during your whole 7 days or whatever together. He's not going to have any time to go do anything. Now, back to the changes of the beach. For those of you who are just tuning in, the changes are going to happen. They're going to happen sooner than later. There is no timeline on it right now. I think they're giving people time to close down and to accept it, for it to sink in. So, for instance, there are a lot of vendors that need to close down, right? Like, some of these vendors have been here for like 20 something years or more. Hold on one second, guys. You guys hit that like button for me. And let me see. We have Mo that says, Milton, my New York bro. I will call him today. Call him today. Mo says, have a great day. Have a great day, guys. Vanessa, greetings, Cerise, tuning in from England. Hello, sweetheart. Can we hear you, Cerise? All good. We can hear you. Thank you, sweetheart. Jesse says, yes, it's definitely a whole different can of worms being open here. Yes. And Joyan says, hey, hello. So yeah, there's a lot going on here. So let me just let you guys know who are just tuning in. And for those of you who are first time ever joining my channel, my name is Cerise Fairfax. Welcome to my channel. So Playa Sosua is going to be undergoing some changes, and there's going to be three seven-story condos put up. Now, those are obviously going to be for sale, and obviously there's going to be people buying them. Some people will be renting them out, so Airbnb will go up. A lot of you guys will be able to come and sleep on your favorite beach, and at nighttime look at the beautiful bay, experience something that you've never experienced before. Or you will also be able to, some of you men, be able to get together, the groups that you do come in, and maybe all put in a few $1,000 and all get a property together. There may even be financing for it, maybe special financing. We really don't know. We're only speculating at this point. But the one thing we are not speculating about is the fact that there are going to be 3 7-story condos. It will open up a lot of jobs, and it's going to be going right over there on the beach. Let me turn the camera around for a second, just for those of you who are tuning in. You can see exactly where I'm at. It's a rainy day today, but right there is going to be where they are going to change. You can see the rain falling. And that's where they're going to be changing everything. It's beautiful, you know. All of that, all of that. See that blue building right there? That's where I go to do my show, my television show. I have a television show there every Wednesday. I would love for you to come and be a guest. So now, aside from the plazas, they're also putting up, I mean, aside from the condos, they're also putting up 3 plazas. Now, the plazas are going to be for the current vendors. And also, I would only assume other vendors that are coming here to open up businesses on Playa Sosua. Now, they're talking about vendors needing to get loans. I don't know what that means, but like Douglas Anderson already said, it most likely is going, it probably is talking about signage and, like equipment. And that's amazing because at first I was like, oh my gosh, they have to get loans to be in those places. But then I'm realizing that, well, yeah, they're going to need loans because these are going to be modern plazas and they're going to be pretty nice plazas. There's going to be 3 of them. And so they are going to need to fix them up in such a way that they are attractive to the tourists that are coming here for the upgrade. So yeah, there's signage. Some of the vendors on the beach right now, they don't have signs. They just have painting on the side of the wall what number they are. Like sometimes when I go to Playa Sosua and I'm doing a live to air there, or if I'm meeting people, if there's no signage outside, I'll just say come to, number whatever, like number 12, or like, well, I usually say at this end in the hundreds, right? But like for instance, Milton on the beach, number 39, he has a huge sign and you can't miss it. It's like number 39 and the sign's right out front and it's like huge. It's like a huge signage. So I'm pretty sure that that's what's going to happen. A lot of people are going to have big signs. And then aside from that, they're also going to have daily, like it's going to be 24-hour beach. They're having electricity on the beach. Right now, there's no electricity on the beach. So if you want to go swimming at night, there's no swimming at night right now. There's just no swimming at night. There's just like everything is closing up at around 7:30, 8 o'clock. So there's just no real big chance for people to make business after hours. Right. So I'm thinking that this is going to be a great opportunity for those business owners to make even more money than they've ever made before. Let me see. Milo says, I'd love to volunteer at an animal shelter when I come down again. How is Noche? Oh, Noche's so beautiful. I didn't bring her out today because I wanted to make sure that, I came to the new location because this is where I'm going to be filming from when I do my Sosua Sundays when the construction is going on in the beach. And I just wanted to make sure that I came, and because I've been here before to this restaurant, right? But sometimes, there's dogs in the street, and I just wanted to be cool. I just wanted to come here, sit down, get a vibe to see what it's like by myself. And so next week, I don't know if I'm going to film from here next week because that's kind of soon. I don't think construction is going to start next week. But next week, if I do come here, I'll bring Miss Noche. Oh, it looks like that couple left. I think they went next door to Michael's to grab a bite to eat. But I'm going to bring Miss Noche next week. Now, an animal shelter you can definitely volunteer at. There's different places. Here in Sosua, there are different veterinarian places. And there's also where I take Noche to go get groomed. They do all different types of stuff there. I don't know if they're looking for volunteers, but where I take Noche to go get groomed, they're amazing. They come here in their truck to Los Charamicos. It's Judy's Pet Lodge. They pick Noche up. and they take her in the truck. They put her in a nice little crate in the back. They put her in the truck. It's like a little van, and they take her all the way over to the business. They get her all cut for me and everything. Like they groom her and everything, her nails, and they give her little pom poms because she's like a real furry dog. But they shave her all down. They give her some nice pom poms and, everything. They make her little ears look really cool and everything. And then they drop her back off to me. And for the grooming and for, oh gosh, everything. They even have those pills for ticks and fleas. I don't know what else they do there, but they do that. Now, if you want to volunteer, like at a place that does neutering and also spading, you can do that. They're always looking for volunteers, and it's the dogs and cats of the Dominican Republic. You can look them up online, www. DCDR, I think it's called, Dogs, Cats, Dominican Republic. Or you can just go on Google and go Dogs and Cats of the Dominican Republic. The owner I actually had on my show, on my talk show, one of my first talk shows. I brought him on, and they're always looking for volunteers to help sit with the dogs after they get neutered. Now, sometimes they take in about 20 street dogs because they're trying to stop the pregnancy of street dogs. So they'll take in like 20 street dogs, and what you do is you help them out. You sit with a dog after the dog's been neutered or spaded, and you just sit with them and you give them love and closeness. You let them know that they didn't do anything wrong and that you're giving them love, because they're going through real surgery, like real surgery. So if you want to do something like that, that's totally possible too. And I think that's very good of you guys if you want to do that. They're all for volunteers. And the guy who does it, he's a great guy. He's the owner of it, and he has a whole entire, they even offer people to take dogs. Like if you want to not hire, but if you want to adopt a dog, like they call it coconut hounds. And his name's Mark. The owner is Mark, and his last name starts with a D. But you can even go on Facebook and find him there. Just put Dogs and Cats of Dominican Republic. His name is Mark. His last name starts with a D. I think it's German. I'm not sure. But I think he's even Canadian. I don't know. But they set everything up for you. If you want a dog from here, you can go on the website. You look at the dog that you want to foster or adopt, and they send the dog to you to Canada. Right now, America's not allowing in dogs. There's some rule right now. I don't know what it is. But Canadians are allowed to adopt dogs here. They're called coconut hounds. And some of them are mixed breeds. Most of them are small. But if you want to get like a Chihuahua or something, you can definitely get that. And they pay for everything. You don't have to pay for anything. All you have to do is go to the airport and pick up your baby. That's it. They pay for the flight. Like they get everything to you. The baby comes to you to Toronto or wherever, international, Pearson International Airport, with its full shots and papers from not veterans, veterinarians here. And everything is dealt with. You don't have to do anything. You don't even have to send a cent. All you have to do is agree that you are going to be at that airport to pick up that dog. So that's a pretty cool deal right there. Pretty cool, Holyfield. You know what I mean? Real deal, Holyfield. And they do that. So just go on that website. Even if you can't come here, and let's say you have a huge backyard in Canada, let's say that you have, it doesn't only have to be Toronto either. Someone can be going to Winnipeg. Somebody can be going anywhere. And what they do is they board that animal with someone that's leaving the Dominican Republic. And all you have to do is go to the airport and pick up your baby. You can get 3, you can get 4, how many you want. And most of the animals are very docile, very sweet, very well trained, because obviously they're fostered here. And a lot of them are fostered by the expats here. So they are living in homes right now, and they're waiting to be transported out of the country. Okay, so those are so many options for you guys that are animal lovers. And all you have to do is contact Mark and just say, look, I would like a dog. And they will send a dog to you. Again, you can go on their website and there are photos of the dogs that they have available, and you can pick your dog, your rescue dog. It's pretty amazing. It's a very easy process. And I would say that if you are an animal lover, get a few of them. Take a few of them, especially if you have a lot of land or if you have a backyard and you're retired and you're somebody who really just loves to have dogs around. It's pretty amazing. And they're called dogs and cats, so they do have cats too. Now, if you are here and you have a dog and you want to go there and get your dog fixed, you can also do that, and you pay a donation to get your dog fixed, and it is definitely not that expensive. I think you give a donation of like $50 and you just go get your dog fixed, or $100. I mean, obviously the donation is up to you, but a minimum of $50 and you can just go. And not only that, Dominicans that live here. So let's say you're Dominican and you live abroad, or let's say you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend here that has a dog and you want to get them fixed. Dominicans are free. So if you're Dominican or Haitian and you're on a limited income, you can go all the way over to that place. They have clinics once a month and you can get your dog fixed for free. So pretty good deal. I love it. And yeah, guys, so that's about it. Thank you so much for joining me. My battery is running out. It is raining a lot. I'm going to have to get home. Speaking of dogs, Noche is really at home alone today. So let me see. Angel says the peso and dollar were at par in the 80s. Oh, the 80s. Isn't that amazing, Angel? Is that amazing, guys? The peso and the dollar in the 80s. The Dominican Republic peso and the American dollar was at par in the 80s. Wow, man. That just tells us where we're headed right now. And Aramo says from New York, Queens, says, what time is your TV shows on Wednesdays? Is it live on YouTube? It's not live on YouTube, but it is live on Facebook. Thank you for asking. So you guys go on Facebook. Follow me on Facebook. And every Wednesday, I put the link up. And then you guys just click on that link at 7 o'clock, and you guys will be able to watch my show every single Wednesday. It's called Living Good. And if you do miss the show, you guys can go on Facebook and go on Costa Norte TV. COSTE. No, sorry. Costa. Costa Norte. I don't know why it just slipped my mind. But Costa Norte. COSTA. Norte. NORTE. And I'm going to say something in a minute, but I'm trying to be nice. Just wait. As you can tell, I'm a little distracted, but I'm going to say something before my phone runs out. So Costa Norte TV, and it's Costa, COSTA, Norte, NORTE TV. Go on there, and it has like a little symbol with a 3 because it's channel 3, and it's kind of pink. And then you can just go down their page and look for Living Good. Living Good is my show. It is the #1 English talk show in the on the North Coast. And now we are gone into reruns. So if you miss it on Wednesday here, local television, they're rerunning it on Sundays now. Isn't that amazing? I love it. And then, of course, we're going to be doing our own drama series called Society, based on story time. And I did see one message there from Memphis. And Memphis says, I volunteered a number of times. Oh, Memphis, I'm not surprised. You love dogs. And then we have Nueva Jers. Hey, how are you doing? Virtual hits. Hope to see you in August. You should meet the girl making organic soap in Los Charamicos. Absolutely. Is this Mark? Because Mark, you were supposed to introduce me to her last time. And then I just want to say this. There's a guy sitting here talking to himself. I attract people that do that, even in Canada. And here, Did you just hear him? He's sitting at that table over there talking hard. And I attract people that talk to themselves. I attract people, even in Canada. Something about my spirit, something about my energy. There's a woman from Bate, a tall Haitian woman, and she walks around Bate. Sometimes her top is down. Sometimes she's always strung out high. I don't know what she's on, but sometimes it's just because her mental health is off. She sleeps in front of my apartment building now. She sleeps in front of my door at my apartment building. And then now the neighbors in my building, they're like, that's not going to go down. And then I told her, I said, you got to go. Oh, Memphis, you saw her? Remember when you were visiting me at my apartment? That girl. And you had to tell her to go? That's the first time I saw her there. She's been coming. And Memphis Reigns, the guy on here, he was like, what are you doing in front? Because when Memphis visit me, there was no electricity in Los Charamicos. There was no electricity in Sosua. The grids were down because they were restoring a lot of the stuff. And he was there until like what, midnight or whatever. We're on my terrace, we're talking, shooting the breeze, and we go downstairs, the flight of stairs, and there's a girl laying outside. So she's been laying outside. But this is nothing new. And not only that, I have two guys here that constantly come up to me, and they're like, they don't say Cerise, they go, hola. They both speak English, like perfect English, right? The guys, they're Dominican. And then they just, in Canada, it was the same thing. I had people who were, I don't like to say mentally ill. I don't like to use that word because they're just mentally different. But they always come up to me, and Canada too. And I didn't see a whole lot here since I've been here. Downtown Toronto, it's loaded. But here, you don't really see a lot of that. You don't see a lot of homelessness. You don't see a lot of that stuff going on in Sosua because, again, it's a tourist town, right? But I mean, there are people who live with their families and they're needy of things. But this girl, I don't know where she's from, but anyway. Oh, see, virtual hits. Yes, you are, Mark. Hey, Mark. And then Memphis Rain says, yes, I remember her. Yes, right? She's been there. So now my neighbors, not my neighbors, but the people in my building, it's very transient in my building. It's transition. Like people come, they go because it's more Americans living in my building. I have 5 apartments in my apartment building. So I'm the one that's there all the time, but the other apartments are people come, people go, but there's always someone in the building, right? So, but now for the first time ever during low season now, we had all the 5 apartments taken at the same time. And then the one guy, he left a message for all of us tenants. And he's like, we can't have this in this building. Like she can't be sitting outside the building like that. And he's right because she's sleeping outside the building, and it's even though it's safe and it's here in Los Charamicos and everything like that, when we go to open the door, she's sleeping right there. So, and it's only happened a few times, so, but now it's not happening any longer. But the only reason why I'm even bringing it up is because downtown Toronto, every corner I walked on, there was I had my favorite mentally special people who I would say hi to and talk. I'm going to let you guys go. I love you. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend. Also on Tuesday, when I talk about the 2 stunning places that are for sale. And of course, Wednesday, we're going to be talking about a really good relationship, and I'm so happy to present it to you. Thursday, VLA, Sheila, she's going to just give us all types of information. She's on my show. She's going to give you a lot of information. And then, of course, Friday, I'm going to do a Fitness Friday. Saturday is going to be Storytime Saturday, and it is going to be salacious. And then Sunday, of course, I'll be here 1 week from now for you guys, live to air. Get your questions together and we will answer them. And this is where my spot's going to be for the next few months during construction. It might even be the next year. Who knows? Because we're going to watch everything get built right from here each and every Sunday. I love you guys so much. Thank you for hitting that like button. Thank you so much for subscribing. And I will see you. Remember, I put up a video every single day. Take care, everyone. Huge hugs, loads of love, big blesses.